Time now for the morning rush. We do start with breaking news out of Canada, where police in the far eastern city of Fredericton are responding to mass shooting. Police tweeting there are at least 4 people dead at this time. Residents being warned to stay in their homes with doors locked for their safety. The town's about 50 miles east of the U.S. border with Maine. On to other news for you this morning. Search for 2 men accused of brutally beating a homeless man nearly to death continues. This morning, police are hoping new surveillance video will help them find the suspects as the victim continues fighting for his life. Police say the attack happened around 3 yesterday morning. They say video shows 2 men, one in a white clothing, the other dark clothing, jumping out of a car, then senselessly beating the homeless man who was just asleep in the doorway of Deep State's Coffee. Police say he suffered head trauma.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms continue this afternoon and evening, and this is going to be a statewide chance today. Highest risk will be for flooding underneath the heavy rainfall. Most of these will be non-severe, but we continue with those spotty to scattered mountain storms both Saturday and again on Sunday afternoon. David?
New police video this morning shows, rather will likely be used against a man accused of resisting arrest. Now, in the video, the officer asked for the driver's information. That's something that the driver, Philip Page, and his passengers say police never asked for. But the couple was pulled over for not wearing seatbelts. It's still unclear if that's the case. Now, you can hear the officer asking for Page's license and registration 14 times in the police dash cam video. We counted 20 times that the officer asked to unlock his door or roll down the window. Now, the officer then broke the window when Page did not comply. Both were arrested. The couple's video shows the window being busted, and that continues to go viral.
We're waiting to find out if the driver of a car that set off a deadly bus crash will face charges. New video shows the crash as it happened. A quick warning, the video is hard to watch. The crash happened last month on I-25 when the bus driver swerved to avoid that initial crash that had stalled on the interstate. There it is. The driver tried to steer clear, loses control, then rolls the bus. 32 passengers on board. It was then blindsided by a semi, which pushed it further down the interstate. 3 people from Colorado died that day.
New this morning, officials are likely conducting their investigation after several inmates at the Lee County Correctional Facility refused to go back to their cells. Officials say correctional officers used tear gas to force inmates in 4 housing units back to their cells. No one was injured, and at last check, the prison had been placed on lockdown. The state officials say they will conduct an audit of policies and practices at the prison.
On to news, new at 6, former Governor Gary Johnson could be inching closer to a possible run for U.S. Senate in New Mexico. The Associated Press reports an independent political PAC has been raising money in support of a likely campaign. The Libertarian Party offered Johnson the nomination to run against incumbent U.S. Senator Martin Heinrich and candidate Republican Mick Rich.
A mother and daughter from El Salvador arrived back in the U.S. by order of a federal judge. They are plaintiffs in a lawsuit over asylum claims. The judge halted their deportation and threatened to hold Trump administration officials in contempt of court if they were failing to comply with the order.
On to new details now. Prosecution teams working to re-indict former Santa Fe County Deputy Ty Chan on different charges after his original charges never led to a guilty conviction. After 2 missed trials, a judge ruled trying Chan for murder again would be double jeopardy. So now prosecutors want to re-indict him on a voluntary manslaughter charge with an enhanced firearm charge for the shooting death of fellow lawman Jeremy Martin back in 2014.
Happening now, a purposely set wildfire is burning dangerously close to homes in Southern California. The holy fire tore through the Cleveland National Forest above the city of Lake Elsinore. And this evacuation orders have been expanded, and there is now concern that the blaze could grow as large as some others in the state currently burning. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index at a 6, looking for those spotty to scattered thunderstorms and showers later this afternoon and into tonight. Heavy rainfall possible, gusty winds, lightning, and small hail, although most of these storms will be non-severe later on today. Well, something to Sarah.
A New Mexico man can officially check a huge accomplishment off of his bucket list, running a marathon in each state. Along the way, bringing awareness for our nation's fallen soldiers and raising money for their families. Rio Rancho resident George KRQE ran for the organization TAPS, a national organization that provides counseling and other services for surviving families or loved ones. It took him 12 years to accomplish. His next challenge is to run a marathon on every continent. He has 5 more to go. Crystal?
This morning, a family says they're willing to offer a reward to find out information for two paintings they say may not have a high dollar value but are priceless to them. Lou Campbell tried to find the person who purchased two of his late mother's paintings from a metro area savers. Campbell says the winter landscape works of art were given to Big Brothers Big Sisters but somehow ended up in a donation box that landed them at the savers. Now all the family wants is to find the person who has them.
And First Lady Elizabeth Kristen Keller is continuing her mission here to unite the community in Albuquerque through her One Albuquerque Challenge. Today she is joining volunteers and students in creating cards and small gifts. These will go to pediatric patients at UNM's hospital and senior clients at Share Your Care Adult Day services. One Albuquerque Challenge service projects are available and can be seen on the city's website. Kristen?
Time now for a check on your Friday morning commute. No problems here in the city, but just a reminder, we still have a portion of I-25 closed just to the north of Las Vegas. You're not seeing it on the map, but we're waiting on updates from state police there. We also have our news tracker out and about this morning, that is, on Coors headed southbound near St. Joseph's. No problems, but of course, I'll keep eyes on that for you.
Sign-ups are still open for a new drone racing series at the Balloon Museum. The BMPR series, which stands for Balloon Museum Pod Racing, is like Star Wars pod racing, but instead using drones. It has skyrocketed as a worldwide air sport. Pilots fly their own drones, reaching speeds of up to 100 miles an hour. Winners can get sponsorship prizes, and the next race is being held on August 26th.
Time now for the 5 facts.
All right, we start at number 5 here. Sign-ups still open for a new drone racing series at the Balloon Museum. The BMPR series, which stands for Balloon Museum Pod Racing, like Star Wars pod racing, but using drones. It's skyrocketed as a worldwide air sport. Pilots fly their own drones, reaching speeds up to 100 miles per hour. Winners get sponsorship prizes. The next race is on August 26th.
At number 4, we are still waiting word from the medical examiner's office about the child's remains found at the compound in Taos County. Now, many still believe they belong to the 3-year-old son of one of the arrested suspects. Suraj Wahaj is charged with felony child abuse for allegedly kidnapping his 3-year-old son back in December of last year. Now, his father is a Muslim cleric and believes that the remains found at the compound are that of his missing grandson. Search warrants say during CYFD interviews with the 11 children who were there, they learned that the Abdul was seen at the compound in poor condition and died there.
At number 3, cooler than average temps over the next couple of days. Scattered storms and showers likely today, but storm coverage coming down this weekend. The high country will be favored. Mostly to partly sunny skies stretch from Sunday through midweek next week.
At number 2 now, here are the details here. A new video this morning shows state police perspective in a controversial traffic stop in Taos. The original video from the passenger in the pulled over vehicle still going viral this morning. In the police dash cam video, though, you can hear the officer ask for the driver's information. That's something the driver, Philip Page, and his passengers say police never asked for. In the police video, you can also hear the officer asking for Page's license and registration 14 times. News 13 also counted 20 times that the officer asked Page to unlock his door or rolled down the window. Page refused to comply with both. That's when the officer broke the window. Page and his passenger, Fisher Herrera, are charged with resisting arrest, concealing identity, and abuse of 911.
And at number 1, the homeless man brutally attacked in downtown Albuquerque remains hospitalized this morning, clinging to life. Meanwhile, officers continue their search for the 2 suspects in the case. Nearby surveillance video shows the attack from early yesterday morning. Officers say the video shows the 2 men, one in white clothing, the other in dark, jumping out of a car and senselessly beating the homeless man who was only sleeping in the doorway of the Deep Space Coffee. Now, the man's injuries are believed to be life-threatening. Officials say when he arrived at the hospital, exams show massive head trauma.